A criminal complaint was filed yesterday here in Latah County, charging the defendant, Mr. Kohberger, with 4 counts of first-degree murder, in addition to felony burglary, which involves entering the residence with the intent to commit the crime of murder. As far as Mr. Kohberger, I can share with you that he is a graduate student at Washington State University and has an apartment residence over at Pullman. Finally, as the chief indicated, this is not the end of this investigation. In fact, this is a new beginning. You all now know the name of the person who has been charged with these offenses. Please get that information out there. Please ask the public, anyone who knows about this individual, to come forward, call the tip line, report anything you know about him to help the investigators and eventually our office and the court system understand fully everything there is to know about not only the individual, but what happened and why.
It strikes me that in the previous session we were talking about how the media needs to be factored in. And that's happening not only in public service organizations, it's happening throughout our world. And I think that is one of the primary reasons why the National Judicial College and the Reynolds School of Journalism wanted to create this Reynolds National Center for Courts and Media, because what we're doing at the National Judicial College is, to the extent rules permit and judges are interested, we are trying to educate judges about the media and how to respond and how to have a judicial strategy for the media. Now, why is this important? I like to begin these kinds of discussions with a quote from Judge Learned Hand. He said, "The hand that rules the press, the radio, the screen, and the far-spread magazine rules the country." He added, "We may not like it, but that's the way it is." What strikes me about that quote is that he said it in 1942. What would he say today with television, the internet, the cable, all of the things you've been talking about the past 2 days? There is a pervasiveness for the media. and maybe you've already covered this. I apologize. I had to conduct another session yesterday outside of this area. But I think one of the things we're all wrestling with, not only in the judiciary, but in the media itself, is who makes those editorial decisions now? When I went to journalism school, this was almost a religion. Serve the public by keeping them informed. Bleed the First Amendment. It was a passion. One of the problems I see today is that the mergers of corporations and the decision makers taking the pulse through marketing, accounting, MBAs, editorial decisions are not being made by true journalists and the sense of public service to the extent they used to. And consequently, we've bled over to entertainment. You know, it's okay, it's been a couple of months now, Bill Riley, let's pick on a judge so we can get some ratings. Nancy Grace, let's be shrill, not because you want to illuminate an issue, but because you need the ratings. Well, why are the ratings important? Well, just ask Judge Judy for $30 million. It is a commodity. And that's the thing the courts have to deal with. Justice is, in the entertainment and the media field, becoming a commodity. So that caused me to think about the questions. Shepard B. Maxwell is more than 50 years old, and it not only gave judges the responsibility for ensuring a fair trial and virtually insulating the press from having any role or responsibility for the fairness of a trial, but gave judges certain tools to try to control the adverse impact of publicity, particularly in jury trials. Well, one of those that I like to focus on are the protective orders. If you're a journalist, they're a gag order. If you're a judge, they're a protective order. And the question I want to pose just to start the conversation is, how effective are they? Because in this 24-hour news cycle, if the lawyers who have the information, if the witnesses who have the information are not allowed to talk to the media, who's going to talk? Those who want to speculate, those who have heard something. So if the goal is accurately informing the public, have we reached the point where these protective orders are actually not working and doing the reverse of what they were intended to? Because you can talk to Lucy Dalglish or any of the leaders in the journalism community, and they will get a call from Nancy Grace or from one of the talk pundits saying, we need you to come in and talk about that. And she will say, this is not my area. I can't talk about this. Well, that's right. We need someone. If you can't, we'll get someone. And you've seen it. You have seen the people on television, the lawyers who want to be in that limelight. And I suppose the question is, to what extent is that counterproductive in terms of our overall goal of informing the public about the trials, the process, so that they have the confidence in the judicial integrity?
Thank you.